Hey, 520. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. I hope week 6 went well for you. I hope Thanksgiving went well for you and that you ate as much or as little as you wanted to eat and had time to recharge and connect with those you wanted to. Thanks for your patience with not having the video yesterday. I know you got this announcement, but not the video. Sometimes it's best not to change settings on your router, your Wi-Fi router. Sometimes that doesn't end well. But I got it all working, and so we're good to go here. Quote from this week. I love it. Never be ashamed of your abilities. It's from The Good Shepherd, which I've actually never watched, but I heard it's awesome. And I just have people send me quotes all the time, and that was a good one I love because sometimes we have a hard time not necessarily being ashamed of our abilities, but accepting praise for them. And so when someone gives you a shout out or a kudos, thank them, but take it. Right? Sometimes we need to take it. Before I get into this week, I would like to say, week 6, I know your unit plans were due, and I'm looking forward to getting into those in the next day or two. I would like to have them done before Thursday is my goal, but it takes a little bit of time because I do put comments on there. And so I hope to have them done Thursday, hopefully Friday at the latest, to get all your assessment plans, or no, I'm sorry, not assessment plans, your unit plans back to you so you can have feedback to build your assessment plans, which are due in week 8. Speaking of that, really coming up, you have about 13 days or so of this class, maybe 12 days left. And really, you have a couple discussion posts and you have your assessment plan, and that's it. So, and there's a lot of information still left in the next 12, 13 days. But as far as your work goes, you're coming to the end of your second course here. So you guys are getting close to it. This week, we're really looking at curriculum design and assessment, unit planning, and formative and summative, but in specific relation to the curriculum. And so it's a good week. There's a lot of good content. I know I've been letting you guys know and warning you there is a lot of content this week, but there's a few videos, right? So you can watch those, even just put the audio on and, put it on while you're cooking or put it on while you're vacuuming if you have to, or doing house chores with some headphones on. And a couple really good articles. Milton Chen is one of the first authors I read, maybe my second year of teaching, which I didn't plan to be an educator, and someone gave me Education Nation by Milton Chen, and some of the ideas he had way back then still hold true today. So he to me, he's like the original OG when it comes to innovation in education. So yeah, a lot of content, but it's a lot of good content. I'm going to pop over, all the links are live for the week. Discussion board and your unit assessment plan is really the only assignment, but that's not due till week 8. So no, that's due week 8, Friday. So I can go ahead and close this window. I'm going to pop back over here. So your discussion question is, after you go through all this content, and really it's all good content. It takes a little bit of time, but it's good content. You're going to create a mini multimedia presentation for staff development. And by mini, I'm taking 5, no more than 10-minute Google slide presentation. The situation is your principal asks you to take a few minutes during the next staff meeting, educate and encourage your colleagues on the importance of understanding and utilizing 21st century teaching methods. It's not lengthy, and you only have a few minutes on the agenda. So I want you to make a Google Slides presentation. Remember, the heft of your content should be not on the slide, but on the notes. Your slide needs to be a graphic or some bullet points, but get away from too much verbiage on your slides. And then put it with anyone with the link can view. That way your classmates can see it because they're going to have to make comments on it. Remember, when you share it with me, when you submit it, it needs to be that I can comment, because I would like to comment right on your slides. So that's really, it's a discussion board question. It's a mini assignment, but you guys should not have any issues with that. And so once again, this is the discussion board post question right here. If it will load, there we go. And it kind of goes through all of that. There's a little bit more detail here. Once again, I have a hard time reading the paragraph form. It says you can use lots of things. You can use Powtoon or Prezi if you want to. I just said Google Slides because that's what most people use for presentations, and it's a great tool. So here it is in bullet point form. And then getting back to your major assignment that, once again, is not due until week 8, Friday of week 8, you're going to be making an assessment plan for your unit plan that you guys finished for week 6 for this week. So you're going to describe one formative assessment for each of your 5 lessons. So if you have 5 lessons, you're going to do at least one formative assessment for each of them. And so I don't need to read all this for you, but make sure you go through this because you need to give me enough information that I understand it. You're going to create a summative assessment for your unit. So this is one assessment for the unit, and this is summative. And it says it's in the form of a paper pencil exam, variety of questions, and the answer key. If it's a project-based assessment, be sure to provide all the student instructions and grading rubric. So it's not just paper and pencil. I forgot this word right here. If it's a pencil paper, I need the answers. It really should be when I read whether it's an assessment, a project that everything there that I could assign it and kind of understand it. And then the final part is you're writing a reflection paper to hit these 4 major points. APA, reference, in-text citation, all that still follows. So if you go through all of this and you still have questions, reach out to me. And obviously I will answer those through email, text, Vox, however you guys get a hold of me, I'll get back with you. So that is week 7, and we're coming up on the end of it. In week 8, there's a couple discussion posts, and that's when your unit assessment plan is due. I hope everybody has a great week this week and really pushes through the next couple weeks before they get to their big holiday break. Have a great week.